scheduling and customers and everything on it, and it's at the hospital right now. I'm trying to get it fixed so
The
at least
hospital.
I can at least access the. I almost died. I had to handwrite invoices last weekend.
We're coming. I'm just making sure we're both on screen.
Well, I am, and there's an empty
Well, it
chair.
never
I think this
shows
is for
you.
you.
It never shows you like
Oh.
the zoomed out part. It shows you the zoomed in. It's
Oh.
weird.
There
So I
you
can't
are.
tell. Hi.
Hi, long time no see.
I
God,
know.
who are
I'm
you
cold.
anyways?
Okay.
Oh, they were all here before.
They were
us.
all here. Well, they've been here.
Yeah.
I have my list. All right. Hello. First thing, because I'm just going through my list here. I got a present from Jomi, and I think I was supposed to get it in like December because it says Maker Gift 2024. I don't know. I have no idea. So we're gonna see what it is. I don't know if I'm supposed to open it in front of people, but I don't care because it doesn't say this is private. Don't open it. So we're gonna see what they sent me. Because I opened up my package, the black box at home, and I was like, what's that? Why does it say Jomi? Because I didn't order anything. So I don't know what this is. It's not able to be open.
It's secret.
Okay. My goodness. Oh, cute. Okay. Well, we got bobbins, and who doesn't need more bobbins?
We always need bobbins.
Always need bobbins. I got a ton of stickers.
Those are cute.
We got the Sewing Ninja from Jomi. Cute. We got a dog. I like the dog. I like that one. It's a wiener dog. That's going to go on the cash register where all my other stickers go. This is a motorcycle dude.
Ooh, all right.
I don't know. Jomi went a little crazy with the stickers. Another Jomi Ninja. I have no idea what the significance of this is. I have many things with that little dude on it, and I don't know. This is what I feel like every day is like I need 8 arms.
Oh, yeah.
It's an octopus and a surger. So if you surge, you probably understand how that feels. And a hummingbird with a Jomi hat on. I am stickered for life. Thank you for being a part of our maker program. We appreciate everything you do. I got a bobbin holder. That's cute.
That's always handy.
You know, well, I've never had one, but I know that I probably should have one.
I've never had one either.
I got a soft measuring tape, which I will promptly lose when I need it, and then find it years later when I don't, because I have like 50 of these. And oh, good, a 2024 calendar. We're only 5 months into the year. Fairly certain I was supposed to get this a while back. I don't know why I didn't. But we're in April. Almost May.
Almost May.
Whatever. You know, what are you going to do? A gift is a gift, and it's fine, and that's great. I have questions, but I'll just save them for some other time. Okay, so I wrote notes so I wouldn't forget stuff. Let's chat first, and then we'll look at new stuff, and then I have something fun to share with all of you. The beginning I can share with you. I can't share everything, but that's okay. I like to tell you what I can tell you. So we have to do the talk again because some of y'all aren't getting it. And I need to just be really, really clear. I understand that sometimes things are confusing. I get that. I'm confused most days. My website, when it comes to the items that you can buy, I have 2 options. I have option 1, which says available to ship. I did not choose that. Those are not my words. And I have option 2, which is sold out and you may not purchase. So because I don't like to do pre-orders for Cork, but I like to let you know that things are coming back. When I put something up and it says back ordered, expected, and I put an expected date, because remember, I have no control over that. I go by what I've been told, which changes. When it says in bold letters, back ordered, expected date, even though when you get to the end and it says available to ship, it is not. I am letting you know that you are placing your pre-order. So when it comes in, before it hits the shelves, it's on the way to you. And if for some reason all of those pre-orders gobbled up all the Cork and none of it got on the shelf, I would change the date. We'd order more. So I'm letting you know that you can get it. It is your responsibility when you get to checkout to make sure that you didn't order anything on back order if that's not what you want. Because what do we do when there's a back ordered item?
Hold the order.
There you go. Please stop yelling at me. And
Mm.
please stop sending me emails telling me you can't wait until it comes in and I need to change the order. It's very difficult to do so. It's more difficult than you think it is.
Mhm.
It causes a lot of stuff. We're not always here at the same time. It
Mm-mm.
causes a lot of back and forth, a lot of things that can't just be said face to face. It's a lot of emails and notes. Please, I'm begging you, please just do your due diligence so that we can do our job and get your stuff out as soon as possible. If you're not okay waiting, don't order it. If you want other stuff sooner, two separate orders. Totally fine. Same goes with templates. Templates are never in stock, ever. It's very rare that that ever happens. They are made to order because that's why we offer different colors. If I didn't offer that option, I would just have everything in one color. I would cut a bunch of them and I'd have them ready to go. But I also never know what people are going to want. We go in spurts where things are kind of stagnant for a while and then that template is super popular. I have put all of this information on the homepage of the website. I am always available for questions. If you email me, it's not a problem. Once you hit submit, I can't help you as much as I can before that. So ask questions, read the information. That's all. And please, for the love of God, stop yelling at me when you make mistakes. Yell at me when I make mistakes. That's fine. But please, that's all I'm asking. Now, since we're talking about backorder Cork, I know some of you have been unbelievably patient waiting for a few things that technically were supposed to be here in March. Now we are into April. So where is your Cork? Well, a couple of things happened in another country. It has nothing to do with us. The Cork is on order. Cork has been paid for. The money is gone. It's been waiting. First thing that happened, they ran out of the base product. So they can't print if the base product isn't there. It happens sometimes because the manufacturer is not really the manufacturer. They buy a product and do the printing. They don't make the actual cork. They all work together. I don't know how it works, but it's just like I don't make the cork, I sell it. They don't make the cork, they print it and they customize it. So they ran out of base cork. Half of my order, 3/4 of my order got shipped. The rest of it was supposed to ship in like 2 weeks. That was in March. Then what happened? There was a holiday. Portugal has a lot of holidays and they have a lot of like group holidays. Like, how many do we get a year where like nobody works? Like
Yeah.
a couple. Portugal will shut down for a whole week and be like, see you later. And I think that's lovely. We don't have that here, so we're not used to it. We are a country that works around everything.
Mhm.
Maybe Christmas and New Year's we might take the day off, possibly Thanksgiving. It's hard to say. But Portugal has a lot of those kind of holidays where they're shut down for like a week. And that's fine. That adds time. On top of that, the printer stopped working. And I wholeheartedly understand and I am happy that they would not print my order and send me subpar materials. That would be really disappointing for both of us because I'm paying for it, you're paying for it. That's not cool. So they said because the printer needs major maintenance, and if you had an electronic device of any kind need maintenance, you're going through it right now. You understand it ties your hands and everything gets backed up. So we have currently, I'm trying to even think, all of a sudden all the cork's going to show up and Eric's going to have a heart attack. There has to be at least 8 to 10 rolls of cork waiting. And that's not including another project that is also shipping. So I can't do anything more than what I can do. If you're getting frustrated and you have questions and you want to know, just email me. It's totally fine. I'm trying to update the dates online as much as I can because I understand you're like, but it said March. I'm trying to get this to you as soon as possible. So for all of you that are understanding and kind, thank you. I'm doing everything that I can. I cannot control some of these things. I did talk to them yesterday. The printer is supposed to be fixed by Monday because they are on holiday.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
Figures.
You know what? I'd rather have good quality cork than, oh, that looks terrible. Do you want this? And we're waiting for
Yeah.
a bunch of restocks. We're waiting for new stuff. We're waiting for May Cork Club, June Cork Club. There's so much. It's so much. So I am not complaining by any means. I'm very transparent with you guys. You know that. I'm trying to let you know what's going on. So if any of that does not make sense, or if you just really don't like that answer, send me an email and I guess just be mean to me. That's your choice. I don't know what else to do.
And emails, not notes on the orders.
Yes, when you leave a note on an order, I cannot help you. It's kind of like buying your groceries and then complaining in your car. It's over. It's done. You know, it's like I had a coupon. Well, that person didn't know that. Before you place the order, just say, "Hey, here's a question." Instead of leaving a note that says, and lately we've been getting some doozies. I need this. How do I get it? And I'm like, I can't answer you. Or if you have it, send it to me. Just charge my card.
Yeah.
Guys, if I had access to your credit cards, you should all be nervous because
Yeah,
that
really.
means the whole internet has access to them. I don't. The most that I get is that Mary paid with a Visa that ends in 1234. That's it. I don't have access to your information. I cannot charge you. You wouldn't want that. That would be weird. Not that I would use your card, but you wouldn't want that out in the universe.
Yeah.
So it's always best to ask first than to hope for the best later. That's all. And a quick email to say, hey, before I hit send, here's my question. And I can say, sure, or absolutely not. So, you know.
You respond to emails.
I
very
respond
quickly.
to every email. I try my best to
Mhm.
shut myself down no later than 6 p.m. every night because it's only fair that I don't run a business 24 hours a day. And I do like to spend time with my family. But every so often, when one of you is really being special, you'll get an email at 8:30 at night because I feel it brewing and something is about to happen. And I'm like, let me just put a lid on this and simmer it down for a little bit. So yes, I do answer emails. So there we go. Does anyone have any questions about that?
Now,
So we can move on.
No, but somebody made a comment about your hair, how they loved your hair.
Oh, I washed it. Can't say I did that earlier this week. My bangs and I are having a time. We're at a crossroads in our relationship. We kind of want to stick it out, but we're kind of ready to move on. So I'm having a day. I don't know what's happening with them right now, but that is it. And I haven't colored my hair in a while, so I don't know how many grays are sticking out, but this is how it came out today. Oh no, they're not there. They're always right here. You see them? They sparkle. My little sparkles.
Yeah.
So if my hairdresser's
Like your
watching,
sparkling personality. It's not great.
it's not. Don't worry. I need to make an appointment. But I do. I like my highlights. I'm happy.
Yeah, they look
And
nice.
we'll segue from that into nice things because it reminded me of a conversation I had with Laura. I think that was. I'm so bad with names. It's not you. It's 100% me. I'm terrible with names. I will look you straight in the face and swear I know your name and it won't be right. I'm pretty sure her name is Laura. And we've chatted online here and there. And she came to the Cleveland show and she said, your hair looks great, by the way. I'm a hairdresser. And I was like, oh, thank you. And she had this cute little ponytail. And I was like, I think yours looks adorable. And she was like, no, your hair looks better than mine today. I was like, you're so cute. So let's talk about Cleveland because it was lots of fun. And in case you didn't pick up on it, I wasn't happy in Daytona. I know I didn't like publicly, I'm not going to bash anybody, but I don't know. I wasn't feeling the vibe in Daytona. When we went in February, it's hard when you've done something before and then it doesn't feel the same when it was like a happy experience. Although Daytona's where old ladies yelled at me. The first time I ever went there, they were salty. They were really mad at me about something. I don't know. But Daytona there's always like 99% good. And then there's always that one thing that would happen at that show that I was like, oh. But Daytona wasn't giving me the happy, warm and fuzzy vibes this time. So I wasn't turning off to show. I wasn't saying like, I'm never going to do another show again. I was like, I don't think I fit here. I don't think that this is the environment for me. Let me try something else. And that's kind of how Cleveland happened. I was looking for different shows. I do the So Magical shows. I am doing both of those this year, but I wanted something else because I want to do like maybe 6 shows a year just to get out of the house, meet new people, see people in person. Like it's really fun. And I don't want to be overwhelmed doing too many shows, but I want to, where do I fit? It's hard because it's like, I don't know where I fit anymore. I haven't been doing this consistently for a while. So I just was like kind of Googling around looking for other sewing shows that were not just quilt shows, that weren't just related, like mostly for quilters. And I found the original, I always say there's too many words, original sewing and quilt expo. It's a lot of words for a show. They need to condense it.
Use
But
initials or
just use
something.
initials. Well, somebody was
That would
trying
be a
to, and I was
mouthful.
like, I
Yeah.
can't. So, so I tried it out. I was like, I don't know what to expect. I'm going in with low expectations because it's brand new. Sometimes brand new is good, sometimes it's not. And it's not that the show is brand new, it's brand new for me. And it was, I think, their first year back in Cleveland last year. And prior to that, they were in Akron, but then years ago they were in Cleveland. I'm not really sure the whole
Do they
logistics
do
behind it.
anything anywhere else?
They do. They have a bunch of shows. They the furthest west that I saw was Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
And then they do kind of a lot of the East Coast
Oh, okay.
to almost Midwest.
Mhm.
So they've got like some Ohio shows, they've got the Dallas show, the Lakeland, Florida show. That is the
Mhm.
one that I've heard of for years. Everybody, when we would go to Daytona, would say, "Are you going to Lakeland?" And I'm like, I don't even know what that is. I thought it was like a guild show. I didn't know.
Yeah.
So I think I was like, well, there's a Lakeland show. Let me see what that is. So I found the original sewing expo and I was like, well, let me try it out, see what happens. And what a wonderful, nice group of people that works for them. Like we got, so here's the best part. And thank you, Brittany. My friend Brittany is the one that mentioned this because I did not look at the fine print. She lives in the Cleveland area and has done expos there. And she was like, look at driving in, see if they have the driving in pass. It's totally worth it. And I was like, driving in. I was like, this is intriguing.
Yeah.
So when you get there, you can ask them if you can get a drive-in pass. And they're like, absolutely. So you pay to literally drive into the convention center. So because of the orientation of our booth, we were like kind of a little bit past the halfway point. We were closer to the back.
Uh-huh.
I backed my car in and we had to go maybe 30 feet.
You're kidding.
It was amazing.
You're actually on the convention floor?
On the convention center floor. And I mean, yes, you pay extra for it, but like,
yeah, but still,
I'm happy to do it because if it's raining or if it's super hot or whatever, it was so convenient. So my mom and I kind of had a little system because I lift all the heavy bins and I get everything out of the car. I'd load up a cart, my mom would take it over, drop it off, bring me an empty cart back, and we just kept like swapping. We had the car unloaded in like 5-10 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
It was so awesome. You move your car, next person comes in, and like it was fantastic. On the way out, there was a line, and I'm like, I don't know how long the line's going to be. So we went down the ramp. I was like, we'll see. My mom goes back inside, and all of a sudden the line is just moving. They are moving you in. I jumped in line, and I was like, I have my pass. And we went in.
That's awesome.
Loaded up the car. Yeah. We had the booth dismantled, loaded in the car, including one trip down and to move the car in an hour. My mom and I have never done that. Eric is the speed demon when it comes to shows. My mom and I have never moved that fast.
You're pretty fast too.
I am, but it depends on who's with me and how much they can handle because one of us has to load.
Right.
Eric and I can usually do it pretty quick because there's no limitation to him lifting. It's, but my mom can't lift, the heavy bins. It was amazing. But like from the minute we got there, they were so incredibly nice. So just like welcoming, like, thanks for being here. Oh, have you been to Cleveland before? Do you want recommendations on things to do, places to eat? Where are you staying? Yeah. We went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which was awesome. If you've ever been to Cleveland, you need to go there. It was cooler than I thought it was going to be. I had to convince my mom because she was like, is this going to be boring? And I was like, no, it's going to be great. 6 floors of cool things to look at. It was very, very cool. Everything from like 90s hip hop to like 50s, like all the information and the artifacts. Like, it's super cool. And if you're a musician, they have places where you can play with those like soundboards and guitars. We are not musically inclined. It's all right. We were playing with the soundboard and I was like, man, we're good. We're not. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I just keep hitting buttons until things happen. But it was really, they were so nice. And so the last day of the show, Mark, who is kind of the head of the show and runs everything, stopped by the booth. Of course, I missed him. The one time I leave, my mom's like, she'll be back. But he was like, thank you for coming. How has everything been? And so my mom, being my mom, she's like, she'd mentioned that she wanted to also get into one of your other shows, but didn't hear anything. And he was like, she's in. Like, okay.
There you
So
go.
we're going to Virginia in September, which is great. So we're going to do Fredericksburg. But they were so welcoming and nice that like, and then I saw him because my mom told me what he looked like. And I was like,
Yeah.
are you Mark? We had a nice conversation. He was like, thank you. You fit in so great here. You're the kind of vendor we want. I'm like, you probably tell everybody this, but
Yeah.
I don't care.
Sounds good
I was like,
anyways.
I'm sure you've
Yeah.
told everybody here that like, you're perfect. You're great.
Yeah.
But what a great time. Kim stopped by. Kim and I have met each other through virtual retreats. It was great to like meet her in person. Shannon stopped by. Finally, again, got to meet her in person instead of just through virtuals. Who else?
Kim
Laura.
made a comment. It was good to meet you in person.
Yes, it was so nice. It was just, it was awesome. Oh my gosh, who else stopped by? Well, Brittany stopped by. I met Jenny from Sincerely Jen Patterns. I've seen her face, but I've never met her. She was with my friend Brittany, and I was like, oh, I know who you are. I met a whole bunch of people, and so many people, and this is why I'm so glad that I started my YouTube channel. It's such a difference from shows before and shows after. People that are like, I know you. And I'm like,
Yep.
I don't know you, but thanks. I'm walking around wandering, and this woman working in a booth goes, I know you. And I was like, are you talking? Because I didn't know I was like,
Yeah.
me? She goes, I know who you are. I watch you on YouTube. And I was like, thank you. And it's just, it's sort of this other, and of course I can't remember her name. It's me. It's totally me. Lynn. It was Lynn. She comes up and she goes, I know you from YouTube. She goes, and I brought you something. I brought you a hug. And I was like, thank you. She goes, I know you like hugs. And I was like, I do. I love hugs. It was just it's so nice. It's just such a humbling thing because I'm like, people pay attention and then they come to things.
Mhm.
People said, like, several people were like, I literally came here because you were here. And I was like, really? Like, not because you brought Cork, because you were here. And I'm like, nothing is better than that. It honestly, I'm like, well, thank you. And people are coming this weekend to the open house from different states. And I'm like, really? Like it still blows my mind in like a really good way. So Cleveland was amazing. I don't know why we won't do it again next year. Everything was it was great. And the show doesn't start till 10 o'clock.
Oh, that's nice.
It's fantastic. Because my mom and I both get up early, but we could like sit around, have coffee, like not rush. I loved it. So it was awesome. So since we're in the event category, next, like literally tomorrow, is our open house here, right here. So you have to come to me. I can't come to you. So that is Saturday and Sunday. There is also, it's still Empire Quilt Fest, right? They changed locations. I didn't know if they changed the names.
No.
Empire Quilt Fest is like 8 miles from here. I don't know exactly where, but there's a quilt show, so you can get a 2-for-1.
Montgomery Community College.
Thank you. I was like, I know it's at a community college. I couldn't remember which one. Fulton, Montgomery. Yeah, it's like 8 or 9 miles from here. So if you're gonna come to one, come to both. Like you're already here. I cleaned a lot yesterday. I put in new air fresheners. I didn't vacuum. That I have to do.
Looks great.
I just have to vacuum. I was waiting for the batteries to charge. No,
I hate to tell you. I thought you did already.
This rug hides a lot.
It
It's
does.
fabulous. But we have some discounted cork. We have some dollar fat quarters. I'm trying to think what else is out there. There's a whole bunch of stuff. Plus, you can shop our entire inventory. You can get patterns. You can just come in and say, hi, I'm going to the store to get snacks. That was what I was supposed to do yesterday, and it didn't happen. I told the Patreons that's where I was going, and I got sidetracked 57 times. Eric and I had to go somewhere last night. I don't remember where. Oh, we were buying a piece of granite. That's a whole other story. So a lot of things have been happening this week. So the shop is ready. We will be here 10 to 4 tomorrow and Sunday. The address is on the homepage of the website, and it's also in the newsletter that went out yesterday. Also, we'll finish up events, and then we have new stuff, because I know you're probably like, shut up and show us what you have. After this, so that's this weekend. Next weekend, May 4th and 5th, I will be at Lauren's in Belleville, Illinois, St. Louis, whatever you want to call it. I always say St. Louis. I will be teaching Saturday and Sunday at the Sew Whatever studio. You can come. There's still openings. The hotel block is open. The following week, Tuesday and Wednesday, I will be teaching at English Sew and Back in Paducah. I'm doing my double. And then I will be home until June, as far as I know, and we go to Alaska. and change of plans. This is not exciting to any of you. I don't know why I'm telling you, but I am anyway. Eric can't go, which is fine.
You're
It's
kidding.
totally fine. We had to rearrange things so that he can go to more shows because logically it's better, and also
Yeah.
he's better at driving long distances than I am, so it's better when he drives. He'll drive the whole he would drive to
Mhm.
Canada, like all he would drive anywhere and just keep driving. So my mom is going, so I am currently the favorite child. Sorry, Emily. I told my mother I'm not buying her Mother's Day present. She said Alaska is, and I was like, we'll
Yeah.
see what M gets you. It won't be a trip to
Yeah,
Alaska.
exactly.
My sister is slightly irritated with me because she wanted to go. I told her she could, but she can't get 2 weeks of time off. My stepfather is also annoyed with me, and I said, you can come too. And he said, I'm just kidding, never mind. But I know he really wants to go. But my mother told him that if he went, he had to help in my classroom.
Oh, jeez.
It's just not true. So he opted out. I was like, you're so mean sometimes. So Eric is happy about it. Him and my mother are even closer than ever. It wasn't an easy decision for him, but it was because he's looking at the schedule and he's like, honestly, since I'm still working and I have limited vacation time, why am I going to Alaska with you, even though it sounds great, when you really need me at shows to drive and do the heavy lifting? And I was like, you are correct. And my mom is more than happy to go, like
I'm sure.
over the top.
If something happens and she changes her mind.
Next on the list.
Okay.
Got it. But are you kidding me? I booked our flights today and she's like, I'm so excited.
I can imagine.
I was like, those flights were expensive. You're welcome. So if you're going to Alaska, my mom will be there. And if you're going to any of the other shows, probably Eric will be there. After that, June, that's June. I don't think anything is happening in July as of right now. It's hard to say. And then we start shows again. August, September, we have So Magical, Tennessee. We have Jacksonville, Florida. We have Fredericksburg, Virginia. And then we have Orlando, SME. So, and then my mother, for whatever reason, my mother, the cheap one, is trying to push me to do the Novi, Michigan show in November. If you go to this show, tell me, like, because we're hearing from the show coordinators, we're hearing from other vendors, and they're like, you should go. Do you go? Like, is anyone going to go? And my mom's like, what about Michigan? So my mom is pushing me to go to this Michigan show. I have no idea why, but that's what's going on. So there. Open house, upcoming events. Holy moly. All right, last thing, and then we will look at stuff, because I just wanted to reiterate one more time, and it is written on the website, but sometimes I don't think people read it. Virtual retreats. We are always happy to have new people come to the virtual retreats. We invite you, we welcome everybody. I can assure you 100% we are not a catty group where you're going to feel uncomfortable because you don't know anybody. If I don't get a chance to say welcome, Cheryl or Shelly or somebody is like, welcome, new people, this is great. It's not a class. It is never a class. It is a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of open sew. We do not have instruction. There is no, you're not getting a goodie bag filled with like a project. Your goodie bag is just a thank you. It's a welcome. You give retreat things just to say thank you, right? And it's not like, here's the pattern we're going to work on.
No.
We chat about anything and everything, whether it's patterns and Cork or our house or our dogs. Like it is an open sew concept.
Mhm.
If you've ever gone to a physical retreat where you just hang out, that is what we're doing on a computer. So if that doesn't sound like your thing, don't sign up, because I don't want you to be disappointed. It's literally chit chat. Sometimes there can be silence for a while when we're all like concentrating on stuff. Then a conversation sparks up. Then we show off what we made. Then sometimes they get to see something new because it came in and it's not on the website. It's just open sewing. You can work on anything that you want. Literally, Debbie at one of them was knitting. Like, it doesn't matter. You can do anything. Shelly does a lot of hand embroidery. Depends on what she's doing that day. Everyone does something different. We show off what we make. You don't have to make my patterns. If you don't understand a pattern that's not mine, we'll try to help you. No promises. If it's my pattern, obviously I'm going to help you out, but please just note it is not a formal setting. It is not a class, and anything in the goodie bag is just a thank you. So we welcome everyone, but I think a few people in recent times have logged in and been disappointed because they thought we were having like a formal class. It is not. That is not something I have any interest in doing in that kind of a setting because it's too difficult. And most of the time, it's the only sewing that I get to do. I don't sew as much as everyone probably thinks I do. It will be months sometimes that I go in between. So that's that question.
Before you move on
Yes.
to new things.
Yes, because we have new things. I'm gonna shut up and show you things.
I have a question from Stephanie who would like to know if there's any in-house sessions coming up.
I have not booked anything yet because I have not been home to look at my calendar to do that. I will be doing some in-person classes and like the little 2-day weekend retreat kind of things. I'm thinking probably after Alaska, but I will try to get something on the books obviously sometime in May. I'm thinking summer. It seems to be better for everybody because there's not as like there's vacations, but there's not as many like quilt shows and retreats and things going on. So I will get something on the calendar soon. I just kind of took a break because things were super, super busy and nobody wants to leave their house in the winter. And I fully understand that because I don't either. So soon, Stephanie, I promise. Anything else?
Not that I can see.
Okay,
No.
let's look at fun new things. So we restocked every waterproof canvas color that we have because I was putting in a large order anyway. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna get it all. I'm gonna get it all.
I like the new colors.
I restocked everything and then I got new colors and then I instantly had regret because I wanted a couple more colors, but it's fine. I don't need all of the colors, but since we're kind of cutting back on cotton, I think we could get more colors. I'm just saying. So first up is banana. I don't name these colors. I just want you to know that. I use the names that OtterText uses because if you're ever trying to match something, I want you to know it's the correct one. Now, excuse me. I was waiting for that to come.
God bless you.
No, it's burp.
Excuse you.
Banana, and you can confirm. Banana is very close to ivory. It is not as yellow as you would think since it's called banana. It was not as yellow as I thought. Definitely has a beige-ish tinge to it. Reminds me of our beige zippers. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Okay.
Reminds me of the inside of a banana, not the outside.
Yes. So I ordered banana thinking it was gonna be like a custardy yellow color. It has yellow undertones, but to me, banana is more beige than yellow. Like if I looked at this, I feel like I would call this beige. So I just want you to know if you're like banana. I don't know if I want yellow.
It's not.
It's really not. And I don't have a beige zipper unless I have something on something. I bet you I do. Because I think that this matches our beige zipper. Oh, yeah, I do. You got one there? I do. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. About as close as you're going to get.
Yeah. So if that zipper color is kind of in your wheelhouse, and I would say the zipper probably has a tinge more green to it, but it's pretty close.
But you can tell it's not yellow by your shirt.
Exactly. I mean,
your shirt's
my
gold,
shirt is very yellow. So, so banana, not so banana-ish. It was a little, I saw it and I was like, oh, okay. But I think it's a good neutral. If you don't want ivory and you're not in the gray family, I think it's a good warm neutral. Next, because I feel like we really needed this, we got rose gold. So it is not like a baby bright pink. It's that dusty, like grayish, light pink rose color. I think it's really pretty.
Color.
Shell.
It's pretty.
Like a shell, or like it almost feels like a fleshy skin color more than like a pink. These were all random picks, and I was like, what do we not have? What do we not have to fill in the blanks? And we have so many brights, and then we have the darks and the neutrals. We didn't have a lot of lights. So I went with another light. I was like, I think we need this. And I think it's really pretty. I foresee me using this a lot. I do love the coral. The coral is probably my favorite. Is that what it's called? Is it coral? I can't remember.
And the apple.
I like, yes, but I'm trying to, because I pick everything in aqua lately. And I'm like, but the coral for some reason matches everything. This I think might become my new go-to because it's just a really good pink. And then I decided we don't have an orange. We need an orange. However, the orange was like traffic cone orange. And I was like, I feel like I am limiting my audience on this. So I went with their color Rust, which I think is an awesome fall orange. Like this is like deep pumpkin-y, like rusty orange color. I was afraid of the traffic cone orange because it was like, oh, that's bright. So I went with this one. And in my brain, I feel like we need navy and olive. And that is where I'm at. I have not ordered them, but I'm like, should I have? So if you are also a fan of waterproof canvas and you're thinking, man, she gets new colors, but I wish she had, tell me what you want, because I felt like these were good fill-ins. But for sure, my head is saying navy and olive. But I want to know what you want. And please don't say traffic cone orange.
Really.
Unless like a bunch of you want it. I think it actually might even be too bright even for me. And I have lime green waterproof canvas. I think the orange might be a little bit too much. So, okay. All right. So that's waterproof canvas. Mull it over. Think about your wishes. Now we're going to do Cork. First is Cork Club from April. If you have not gotten your Cork Club, that's weird. If you haven't opened it, that's on you. We're going to look at Cork Club now. So the first one was Smooth Natural, which we've all seen. I went with a nice neutral. My mom picked these out, and I was on the fence between Smooth Natural and another color, and my mom said, no, you need to go with the natural. So then we have floral swirl or swirly floral or some, I have no idea. There's 200 corks. I don't know what any of them are called anymore. This one. And if you're in the Facebook group and you saw the bag that Sue Smith made, oh, the irony. Sue Smith did not know what April Cork Club selections were, and I couldn't tell you when she posted it. We did not know that was happening. With her smooth natural bottom and her swirly floral top, it was not planned. But I saw her post and I went, oh no. I was like, well, if people comment on it, that'll be a good thing. But we did not work together. We were not in cahoots with each other. So this is print number 1. I like it because that black lace print we do a lot with. And I thought, well, now we have a white one. And it's got a little rose in it, like a little tiny rosebud. And then just swirls. Simple.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, I see it now.
Tiny.
I never looked that close, I guess.
Well, from a distance, you don't notice it. You just see the swirls. But
Look at that with banana.
I mean, it looks great. I like it with all of them.
Yeah.
I think this one with any color that is your favorite color, I think will work.
Lining.
Like I mean, even as the bag accent.
Yeah.
Like just because it's white and natural, you don't have to do white or natural. What's your favorite color? Purple? Put purple with it. Like anything that you want.
Yeah.
So
do you have questions now or later?
Let me show this one and then I will take all the questions. This one is called Rose Garden and I love it. It's very soft. Did you feel this one? It's like,
oh, nice. Yeah.
Yes.
No,
and this has like every color except a bright red, but really it has oranges, yellows, pinks, purples, blues. You could match this with literally anything. I love it. It has tiny butterflies, which I just noticed because look how tiny they are.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So that is Rose Garden. I have 2 more corks to show you, but I'm going to wait for your questions.
Yeah, so I got to find them again. Let's see. First question, is that the type of vinyl used for linings?
Not vinyl. This is waterproof canvas. And waterproof canvas, in case you did not know or you've never worked with it, the reason it's called what it's called is because this side right here, you want some ASMR? This is a canvas. It's a polyester. And on the back, this is how you know what the back is. I get a lot of questions of what's the front and the back. I don't, but I mean, hey, if you've never worked with it, I understand. Yeah. This is the back. It's rubber.
Yeah.
It is an outdoor fabric. This was never meant for bag making. It was not made like cork that we buy is meant for bag making. This is not. This is an outdoor fabric. It's Ottertex. That's the company that makes it. I love it because it's sturdy. You don't need interfacing. You do not want to put heat on this rubber. You will melt it. You can iron the front side, no problem. I do it all the time. But you don't need to interface this because this in a bag lining is basically the equivalent of interface cotton. The only time it gets a little on the thick side is if you're doing divided pockets and you have like a couple layers coming together because it is on the thicker side. It does not technically fray, but it's not something I would want on like a handle where you would see the raw edge, but I have used the raw edge at the bottom of pockets. That is in the tourist tote bag add-on pattern. When we got to the divided pockets, it's in the video. For something like that, fine. It's not going to fray like cotton. You might get like a little tiny bit, but like I wouldn't use this at the top of the bag open where you're going to be touching it constantly. But this is waterproof canvas. It's pretty much the only thing I use in any of the bags because I am so spectacularly lazy that I don't want to cut fabric and interfacing and fuse it. I'm like, skip all that, cut one piece, done. Why does everybody want to text me right now?
Because
Okay.
you're popular.
More questions.
Next question. What
Yes.
weight is the waterproof canvas?
600 denier. I don't know what that
Whatever
means.
that
Please
means.
don't ask me. I cannot elaborate anymore on that. But if you click on any of the listings, I literally copied and pasted all of the information and it's right in there and it is 600. So inside of this bag, this right here, this is water resistant canvas. This is not mine. It's from Mormino. It's basically that without rubber backing. I don't know what the denier is on this, but it depends on what you're looking to do. Ours is heavy and it does have a rubber backing. It's all the same.
What are the dates for the Virginia show? Do you know? Off the top of your head?
After Jacksonville. Hold on. Because I can tell you.
We got a request for navy. We got a request for forest green.
Okay. Oh, they see good colors.
Is there a chance of getting a bleached natural cork?
I've been looking and they have it as a product that they print on, but I can't seem to get the base product. I'm still looking at that because I think it's really cool looking. I'm going to throw this out here wildly. I'm pretty sure. Jacksonville is, I'm pretty sure Virginia is like the 26th, 27th, and 28th of September because because I come home on my anniversary. Jacksonville is the week of the 16th. Virginia is the week of the 23rd, like end of it.
I better update my calendar. I don't have those dates on there. You must have just added those since the list you gave me.
Maybe. So, yes, I will update the website when the open house is done and I have a free minute. I will get more dates. I was kind of keeping like the spring, summer dates, but now that we've kind of got fall and winter set, I will put them all on there. So,
next question.
Yes.
Do you ever use ripstop for linings or is it prone to shred or tear? I've never used it.
Ripstop, nylon.
Isn't it?
No, because I don't care for it. We had a weird conversation once where I told you guys that I don't like metal zipper because it makes a weird noise. I don't like the sound that ripstop nylon makes. It reminds me of those swooshy pants we used to wear when we were kids, and it drives me up a wall.
Parachute pants.
Yeah, those. So no, personally, I don't. It's just not my cup of tea. I worked with it many years ago when I was making like little lunch bags and stuff, but I do know that people use it. It's just not for me. I don't have a lot of information to give you.
I quilted a quilt with that stuff.
How? That was
carefully
like in the quilt or like the
it was
back?
the backing. It was to use as a picnic blanket.
I was like, who wants to sweat that much with that polyester on the back? I'd be like,
it was
for a picnic blanket, that makes sense.
It was for a picnic blanket.
Okay.
What can I tell you?
Hey, you know?
Wait, there was another question here. Hang on a second. Are you going to Jacksonville? I don't remember if you said you were or not.
I am.
Okay.
I am. Yes.
September 26th to 28th is Virginia.
Thank you.
Can you get Cork with music notes?
I can see. We have a lot of new stuff coming in. We do not have anything with music notes. I'm not alluding to that, but I will definitely look into it because I like to hear what you watch. So.
And can you please explain Cork Club again?
Yes, I will. So
you would like to know.
Cork Club.
Inquiring minds want to know.
I'm going to hold these, and then I got 2 more things to show you. So this is 2 out of 3. There was a third. I just didn't grab it. Every month you get, and you'll choose either 9 by 27 or 18 by 27. You choose the size that you want, regular or XL, and you get 3 corks. Sometimes they're new, sometimes they're staples. It all depends. April, for example, 2 new prints and a neutral. We did smooth natural. You do not get to choose them. You do not get to know what they are. It's a surprise. I do not announce them or show them to anybody else until after you've received it. Cork Club ships on or around the 15th of the month. May, we're edging in there because I'm waiting because they're driving me crazy. So on or around the 15th of the month, you get your shipment. You can make anything that you want with it. You don't really get any extras or anything. It's just the 3 pieces of cork that I select for you. And a lot of times, like January had 2 new ones. February had 3 new ones. That's 4. 3. March had 2. April had 2. So I try to give you something new as often as I can. You do have to sign up for a minimum of 3 months. We have 3, 6, 9, and 12-month subscriptions because of the way my website works, and also because it would be absolutely way too chaotic for me to try and have a monthly kind of subscription. So you sign up in advance, 3, 6, or 9 or 12 months. The shipping is included. It's US only. I'm sorry, but because the shipping to other countries is so astronomical and I have no control over that, and it's discounted as it is, I can't do Cork Club internationally. It would be a nightmare to do shipping. You are getting a discount. So I don't remember off the top of my head, but I think it's around 15%. It's kind of, I give you a discount because you let me pick the cork. We have not had a single repeat, and I don't plan on having any repeats. I don't even think we've repeated anything that we did the last time we had Cork Club. It's kind of also an excuse for me to get new cork, so it's kind of fun. When it's your time to renew, as I try my best to give you a little piece of paper in your thing that says you're done. If you want to renew, go ahead and renew. That way you know that it's not coming anymore. And yeah, that's it. So it's just a fun way to add to your cork stash, to get some new things, to get stuff that other people didn't get yet. It goes on the website after it's already shipped. It depends on my schedule. Sometimes it's a week later. Sometimes like this, it's 2 weeks later. But yeah, so it's all explained to you if you click on one of the listings. And we do the XL, the 18 by 27s, because cork has grown so much since we started doing this that a lot of people want the bigger pieces. And a lot of people are good with the 9 by 27s. You can always order more if you're working on a project and need something else. I try my best not to select anything so outrageous that it would not work for a lot of people. For example, I always use this one, rainbow python. There's a handful of people that like that, and there's a lot of people in Cork Club that would be like, I'm out. So I try to pick things that are pleasing to the majority. There's gonna come a cork where you're like, I never would have bought this one. But I try not to make it, ew, this is horrible. What am I going to use this for?
Now she's got a point. It's a great way to try out corks that you wouldn't necessarily buy for yourself.
And that is a thing that I hear all the time of like, number one, I never would have bought this. And number 2, I wouldn't have put these together.
Right.
Because I do coordinate them so that you can use them in one project. But also we have different tastes. You might be like, I wouldn't put those together. And that's fine. Maybe you'll pull something from different ones. January and February coordinated really nicely, and it wasn't planned, but I was like, I think some of the January and some of the February would be really nice together, to the point that I was like, should I switch up the selections? And Eric was like, stop. You already have it, just send it the way that it is. And sometimes it doesn't work, So it's just a really fun way to add. I will tell you for May, as far as I know, and again, I have some things that are not being answered right at the moment. I think that you are getting 3 newbies, but I'm waiting until it comes in, and it better get here or I'm going to cry. They're supposed to be shipping it today, so we'll see. So any more questions?
Actually, Mary asked, do we ship to Hawaii? And somebody already answered, yes, we ship to Hawaii, Alaska.
All 50
You
states.
got it.
Just not other countries.
Mm.
So I want to do this kind of fast because I have something exciting to tell you. We have 2 new corks. These are not Cork Club, they're just new corks because I always like to add new things.
Look really pretty with those
It would look,
canvases,
this
too.
would look
Look
beautiful.
gorgeous with it.
So number 1 is Desert Floral, which looks so great with rust, and no, that was not planned. But how
looks good
nice.
with
And
that.
that one.
Got
So
better though.
this is Desert Floral. It is a dusty orange and green and like deserty kind of colors. I'll be honest,
It's
none
pretty.
of the solids are identical matches, but there's some good options. And for me, I just
That
like it
looks
with the
gorgeous.
natural.
That looks gorgeous together.
I think I showed this on Facebook. I'm not really sure. I think I did. But this is the little mini tourist tote bag
You
that's in
did,
the
yeah.
add-on pattern because I made this at the last retreat. And I love this one. I think it's really pretty. I love a good floral, in case you did not know. And last but not least, do you remember our beautiful springtime cork? I'm sure a lot of you do. It was very popular for a long time. And unfortunately, it was discontinued. And we were sad about that because we all loved it. So Jessica said, no, she's going to get her own. So I got my own. This is our new springtime. It's literally called new springtime because it's, I mean, look how similar, right? So this one's out. It's gone. This is in. And this one, what I like better, it's on smooth natural because I got to pick how this was made. That was made by somebody else. I had to do what they told me. I got to make this one and do whatever I wanted. And there's a little bit more negative space showing through, which I think is nice.
It's prettier.
I think it's prettier. I think it has a little bit more purple and red to it than the other one. Like, now that I threw it. Yeah. I mean, this one has some of that purpley red, but
Not as much though.
not as much. And I just love this one. So these are on the website. They've been color matched. They're ready to go.
So how many do we have now? It's got to be 200. We got to be approaching 200.
We have to be, because we were at 178 before I counted some month Cork Club, and I don't remember which month I was at.
It was a few months ago.
It was. Yeah. So we've got to be edging the 200.
And we remember what they're called. It's shocking.
Most of the time.
Yeah, that's true.
So actually, I just remembered I have 2 fun things to tell you. One of them, I'm not going to give you a lot of details, but I will just tell you this. My sweet husband, as he edges closer to retirement and being stuck with me more than he already is working on his own cork designs. He wants to do something different. So as you know, my area is the girly, florally, all that kind of stuff. His will not be in that zone. Sure. And that's all I'm saying. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's definitely going to be something that some of you will go, no, thank you, not for me. And some of you might go, you know what? I don't like that, but I know somebody I could make something with this. I could do this for a purpose. So he's been working on it. We sent many, I think we were around 20 new designs, because what I like to do with a new design is I like to get a piece of it printed. I don't like to judge off of this. No. I can on a computer to say it looks about the right scale. I need a big piece because we have to see how it looks. I am giving him creative license. I did not tell him no on anything. The only thing I said is, please just believe me. I know what works on a bag as far as scale. So he is playing with some new ideas. We are hoping for a late summer release on that. His goal is the Nashville So Magical show, because that's his next show with me, and we will be there together. The very end of August, beginning of September.
There you go.
So that is our aim.
Where'd it go? It's going to be called Eric Cork, the new gnarly line of manly cork. That's Charlie. Thank you, Charlie. I'm
going to tell him that, because he'll go, oh, Charlie said it. So the last thing that I will leave you with, because this is now slowly becoming public knowledge. I'll show you a little picture in case you haven't seen it. I'm very excited about this because I've kept my mouth shut for many months, and I will be posting about this soon. If you follow Miss Lauren Mormino on Instagram or Facebook, Did you notice that she was talking about her pretty new hair color and how it matches a beautiful new cork? That's my cork. So that is my cork, her design, her beautiful face. She and I, and that is all that I will say, are collaborating, and it makes me so unbelievably happy that I want to swear in a good way. I want to say so many things. We are collaborating. We are aiming as well for end of July, beginning of August. We are doing project box number 2. So she did project box number 1 a while back, I believe, with Jenny. I think that was the one that her and Jenny did, the one with More Me Know. And if I'm wrong, I apologize. But this is now project box number 2. So what's in a project box? Projects. I cannot tell you anything beyond that because, first of all, details. Second of all, surprises. Before the box is out, you will know what's in it. I just do not have information to tell you about that, except that the cork is stunning. It was wintertime. It was dark out here when we were cutting the cork and I was mailing it to her. So we have been going back and forth for several months. I believe this started last year, actually. Now, if you are interested, because I am not running this is all through More Me Know. If you are interested in being kind of at the top of that list and knowing what's going on, this is not a commitment. I cannot stress that enough. If you do one of two things, you can get the Google Doc and put your information in. Either on her Instagram post, which was that picture of her holding the cork, comment underneath that you want information and she will send it to you. Or go to the So Whatever group, and I screenshot it just so I could remember. Go to the So Whatever group. There, if you just put in the search bar, Lauren, it's the second post that she made. It is from April 18th. She said, another project box is underway. This is going to be huge and I'm so excited. Google form is below. If you go to that post, the only thing that's in the Google form, again, you are not committing. No one's asking you for money. Some circumstances change when it comes out and you can't do it. That's fine. We're trying to get an idea of how many people are interested to gauge what we're ordering. And also, there is a question in there of what kind of thread you would like, domestic or industrial, because all of the projects will be domestic friendly, every one of them. So if you know Lauren and you know her channel, everything she does is on her industrial. I do not. And so it will all be domestic friendly. But if you have an industrial and you want the heavier thread, you can get that. So it just says thread preference, text 35 or text 70. And that's it. You put in your email address and that's about it. She's just trying to get information gathered. It does not mean that they're like, hey, give me your credit card.
Yeah.
And the estimated, we are still working on a lot of details. The estimated total. So it says right here, let us know that you want to receive updates and be part of the first to get to purchase. By putting your email in, you are not reserving a box. You are not committed to purchasing. The box is jam-packed with domestic-friendly projects. Release date estimated late July, early August. We're fine-tuning that. Estimated price is about $220. And I'm going to tell you right now, since I know most of what's going in it, more than worth it. I would buy it myself. I don't have to, but I would. So if you like me and you like Lauren and you like Cork and you want to get in on it, just tell her or just keep an eye on it. It's one of those things that when it sells out, it sells out. Here's another fun thing, and then we're going to wrap it up unless there's any more questions.
Yeah, there's one more.
When it's all done and everything is over and you're like, you know what? I just don't really want to commit to the project box, or I did, and now I desperately need more of that cork. I will be selling it. It will be on my website. You are not left out. If you don't want the box, you are not getting something that you can never, ever get again. Lauren and I have a wonderful agreement where I am able to sell the cork. She is not getting into cork herself. She is a vinyl girl. That's her thing. You will be able to purchase this cork on the website after the box is out. So you don't have to worry if you run out. I will tell you right now, when you see it in person, you will fall in love with it, because she had it out when I was there a couple weeks ago and everybody was like touching it and looking at it. It's phenomenal. So all of my dreams have now come true. follow a YouTuber, make friends with the YouTuber,
There you go.
do a collaboration. It's a wonderful thing. I don't know how this happened to me, but here I am. Questions, and then we will call it a day.
Linda would like to know if there's a Facebook page because she doesn't do Instagram.
My Facebook page is So Many Creations. My Facebook group is So Many Creations Pattern Dedication Group.
But I think she's talking
Lauren's is the So Whatever group.
Okay.
And So Whatever, you can kind of post anything that you want. My group is for my patterns, but if you go to the So Whatever group, I think there's, I don't even know how many people in it. It's a huge group, but they're all actually very nice. So, post away. You can see Lauren's post. And if you are unfamiliar, I'm just going to give you a quick little Facebook tutorial because I know Facebook is not everybody's thing. If you go to the So Whatever group, for instance,
Andy would like to see
here
the
it
banner.
is.
Yeah.
Okay. It's showing up as like
Oh,
gray
okay.
and black and pink. And you're like, somebody posted something and I don't remember what it was. That little search thing right there, if you just click that and I put in Lauren's name, there's her post from yesterday. And there's the Cork post. So if you're looking for something, just put in whoever posted it or a search, like a searchable word for that. And you can search people's posts. You don't have to sit and scroll through everything.
What's Lauren's last name again?
Mormino. So not more me no.
I always thought it was Mormino.
Mormino came from trying to pronounce her name, which is Mormino. It's Mormino is her legit government last name, but more me no is the name of her business. Now you all understand why. Because when you have a last name that's not Smith, Jones, or anything normal, no one knows how to pronounce your name. So it is her phonetically pronouncing her name. Isn't that catchy and cute?
Okay, Jessica.
Yes.
How many Facebook group pages does Jessica have?
Facebook group?
One.
No. If it doesn't say, and the reason it's so long is to make sure, because believe it or not, So Many Creations, not the most unpopular name ever. It is So Many Creations Pattern Dedication Group. And it is the same banner as YouTube. It's the colorful picture of Cork. Because if you just look up So Many Creations, there's 100 of them, and they are not mine. They are people making So Many Creations. Because there is a girl in Florida, and I'm fairly certain her name might also be Jessica. I think
Isn't there one?
her business name, but she sews. She doesn't write patterns. Is So Many Creations, and it's not me. It is not me.
You're not going to start making clothes?
No, I am not.
We
No,
make
especially for
Cork
babies.
jackets?
No.
Cork chaps.
I made a dress this year.
Yeah, I
I'm done.
know.
I'm good. I'm all set.
Oh dear. I don't know.
That was a lot of information in 1 hour and 3 minutes.
That's for sure.
Is there anything else?
I have not seen anything else that, let's see, just double check that you didn't add a new one.
I didn't add
a new Facebook group.
Oh,
page.
no, I did
No.
not. No. One is enough. I have wonderful admins that help me out, but I could not handle having more than one. I'm in too many as it is, and it's a lot. And Cheryl told me that she left a lot of groups to kind of like, weed out things that she didn't need. And I was like, I need to do that myself because I am in too many groups.
But it's time consuming to weed them out.
It is. And then what happens is people either invite me or add me. And I'm like, don't add me. Don't add me. Because I don't, all of a sudden they're like, welcome to this group. And I'm like, I didn't join this group. Why am I in it? There was like a Vermont quilting group. And I was like, I don't live in Vermont. Who put me in here?
Yeah.
It was weird. Like, I don't know how it happened, but I try to like, if I'm like, this is not where I need to be, I'm going to go because my feed is full of so much stuff and I need to focus on what I'm doing. And then I get wrapped up in everybody else's stuff and drama and craziness. I can't do it. And now I'm obsessed with Facebook Marketplace, and that's a whole other problem. I'm trying to get
more stuff.
I'm trying to get furniture. And I'm trying to convince Eric to go with me to pick up a quote unquote very heavy piece of furniture. Is it really heavy? I don't know.
What is it this time?
It's a really cool buffet. It's like an old one with like rounded doors on the side, and you open it's got shelves, and it's got two doors in the middle. It's beautiful. It's really, really heavy. And I was like, okay. That's why I had Eric and a hand truck.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fine. I carried granite up 2 stories. I'm good. Like, it's fine. It's fine. And a refrigerator. I could show you my bruises, but it would gross some of you out. If you saw what my arms look like right now. So that's why I'm wearing a jacket.
Uh-huh.
It's bad. Me versus the refrigerator.
never
I
stop.
lost. No, because I can't. So, do you have any more questions?
No,
Okay.
not at all.
Anyone want to see my bruises? No? Okay.
No.
All right. We're going to call it a day. Next Friday, I will be in the car. So, no YouTube live. I can tell you that now because I know that. But I will post from Lauren's and also from English Sew and Back, and you'll see why I didn't do YouTube. And then probably the next week we'll be here. I don't know. All right. Maybe not.
You never know.
I don't know. And I'll see some of you this weekend. So that's it.
Okay, take care.